Welcome into the next day of Mindset Mastery. As always, we are here to dissect what the heck is going on in here so you can have the physical results you actually desire. Rather than playing victim in your life, you can understand what's happening, for why it is you've settled, and why and how you can go beyond that settling moment. You're made for more. You know that. I'm sure you can gauge that from this video. That's why you're here, because you're wanting to be near something that inspires you, that allows you to move forward with faith and confidence in your abilities rather than you settling and what I would say is called Groundhog Day. I don't want the repeat of the same old for you. You don't want that either. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Give the ring of the bell so that you can be notified anytime something happens inside this playlist. That way you can be in the know, in proximity, on purpose right away. As always, I'd love it if you gave me a like on this video if you found value. At the end, if you have a question or a thought, please drop it below this video. I'd love to hear from you. Now, we talked about the terror barrier the last couple of days, and we've talked about how you can recognize that anxiety and push beyond it. It's not that it's a bad decision. It's that you need to push beyond the uncomfortable, the foreign, the chaos of, oh my gosh, what am I doing? So that you can actually go attain more, right? Two questions I want you to consider, and this is how you're going to push beyond the terror barrier, how you're going to be able to do that more effectively and recognize it really quickly. Okay. Two questions, write it down. You have to answer to yourself, am I able to do this? No matter what it is, the example from yesterday will say $800 a day. Am I able to do that? Yes. Because there are people who are making not $800 a day, but $800 an hour on the hour 24/7, right? So for you to do what has been done, there's already evidence. Yes, the answer is yes, you're able to do it, right? Write it down. That's what I want you to ask yourself all the time. You are God's highest form of creation. Of course, you're able. It's just a matter, are you expressing that ability? My gosh, write that down. On top of that, the other question, are you willing to do it? Example from yesterday, $800 in a day, $27,000 in a month, right? Are you willing to do what it takes? A moment ago, a couple days ago, we talked about how Thoreau said if a person advances confidently into the direction of their dreams, endeavors to live the life they've imagined, they'll meet with success unexpected in common hours, right? We literally talked about that. Recall that. What does that mean for you? It's the willingness to endeavor to the end. It's the discipline to see it through. It's the focus of what it is you want, not getting distracted for what a naysayer or a hater or whoever says because they feel like it. It's their perception. Are you allowing your perception to take over and determine your life? You're deciding what you accept and reject? Or are you just a wandering generality? Just like Zig Ziglar says, are you a wandering generality or are you a meaningful specific? Do you want to have specific results in your life? If the answer is yes, every single time you go to set out on a new goal, on a new endeavor, on a new something that makes you uncomfortable, that allows you to grow, yes, you now recognize what this anxiety is, what the chaos is, right? You answer the question, I'm willing to do it, I'm able to do it. When you can say yes to those two, you will always meet with success unexpected in common hours. Always. As if it was an overnight, woohoo, you've made it, when really you were planting the seeds the whole time because you recognized what anxiety, what fear, what doubt was coming up here that you were creating, that you accepted. Now you have the ability to reject it. Okay. It won't eliminate the fear, the chaos, the doubt that you feel just because you say, yep, I'm willing to go get $800 a day. I have proof in the pudding that I'm capable of that. I am willing. I am able. Yes, yes, yes. That will not eliminate the fear. But at least you can go beyond the terror barrier now with the knowledge of what you're capable of, rather than settling and thinking that the chaos is telling you to stop. It's not telling you to stop. It's that you've been conditioned to hold back every time you go to move forward. We don't do those conditions anymore. No, no, no. You're made for more. Now act like it. Okay. When you can say, I'm willing and I'm able, you'll go beyond the terror barrier. You will astound yourself with the results you go get. In fact, it'll be $1,800 in a day rather than 800. I bet you. I'd stake my whole reputation on that. When you can understand this concept, recognize what's happening, and then go beyond it on purpose, you alone at first, and then you allow others to do the same, you're going to be quite an impeccable person. So go do the thing that your future self will thank you for. Go beyond the terror barrier, recognize those two questions for what they are, and create some perception and evidence around it. I promise you it'll help. It'll help tremendously. We'll see you on the next day with grace. Kirsty.